Well, the exit polls are in, and we always take exit polls with a big pinch of salt because the real results will only come on November the 23rd for Maharashtra and Jharkhand. But for a moment, let's discuss what these exit polls say and if these results hold true on November the 23rd, what it means for both these alliances, the NDA camp and the INDIA camp nationally as well. Well, for Maharashtra, most of the exit polls are giving the state to the Mahayuti, while in Jharkhand also, most of the exit polls are giving the state to the NDA, except one exit poll of Axis, which is giving the Jharkhand state comprehensively to Hemant Soren and the Congress. What the BJP takes out from this? See, the BJP's assessment for Maharashtra to come first has always been that it will be the single largest party with close to 100 seats, that Eknath Shinde will also do very well in the seats that he's contesting, and Ajit Pawar maybe will end up with 20 to 25 seats. While on the other side, they believe that while Sharad Pawar party could do well, both Uddhav Thackeray and Congress are not expected to do well as per the BJP's assessment. Now, all the exit polls are in a way reflective of the same. In fact, one exit poll matrix has given the highest number of seats in the Maha Vikas Aghadi camp to Sharad Pawar's faction and not the Congress and the Uddhav Thackeray. So in a way, BJP feels that this slightly higher voter turnout, which Devendra Fadnavis has also spoken about, that the voter percentage has gone slightly up. This is expected. BJP feels to benefit it because in the Lok Sabha it felt many of its voters did not come out due to complacency, but this time the RSS has worked on the ground and brought these voters out. So a higher voter turnout, even by a small notch, could help the BJP. That the BJP's assessment is, and that is maybe reflecting also in the exit polls. Of course, the key region is Vidarbha, and as I say, the Pennsylvania of Maharashtra is Vidarbha, and the Pennsylvania of Jharkhand is the Santhal Pargana region. Whoever wins both these regions it has the best chance to form the government in the state, and Vidarbha, where the BJP, in fact the Mahayuti, could win just 2 out of the 10 Lok Sabha seats just in 6 months ago in the Lok Sabha election. This time the BJP is aiming at a turnaround. It has gone out and tried to appeal to the farmer community here, the cotton farmers, the soybean farmers, trying to bring them back. Also, this narrative of Samvidhan Khatre mein hai seems to have ebbed by the time the assembly elections came. So the BJP is hoping for a big turnaround in the Vidarbha region. Can it swing it? Similarly, BJP is hoping for a big turnaround in the Santhal Pargana region of Jharkhand, where the tribal community is in big numbers. BJP has played this infiltration card very, very strongly here. The infiltrators are coming and taking away tribal lands. Champai Soren has joined the ranks of the BJP. So in Santhal Pargana, if the BJP is able to win a majority of the 18 seats there, out of the 81 seats, 18 seats are in this region, it could also prove to be, as I said, the Pennsylvania of Jharkhand. Whoever wins Santhal Pargana is the best position to form the government in Jharkhand as well. What BJP is also very closely looking at is the slight increase in voter turnout. What is a woman voter percentage turnout this time in Maharashtra? Because there's very popular scheme, the women's scheme, which the Mahayuti started. Nearly 2.5 crore women have got this money in their bank accounts. 1,500 rupees was given as 5 installments, and now they are promising 2,100 rupees per month. The Mahayuti camp, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, had to promise rupees 3,000 per year per month as a counter to the Mahayuti scheme. So in a way, the big fight in Maharashtra is also over the women vote. So BJP is very keenly looking at have women voted in bigger numbers. That could mean good news for the BJP. That said, I think the Maharashtra fight, even if you look at the exit polls, look very, very tight. It's a very complex election. There are 6 parties. Symbols have changed. Parties have splintered. It's a very, very confusing choice even for the voter. I've only in many seats, I found voters during my travels in Maharashtra who were very confused, which party is what. Dhanushpan Shiv Sena किस faction का है, घड़ी किस faction की है, election symbol regarding the NCP. So obviously Maharashtra is a very, very proverbial mystery to call in this particular elections. When it comes to Jharkhand, it's a similar story because this infiltration narrative of the BJP, because in tribal seats of Jharkhand, BJP scored 0 in the Lok Sabha election, lost all the 5 tribal seats in Jharkhand in Lok Sabha. This time, can they make a comeback there? That will determine in a big way. Has sympathy for Hemant Soren, he was jailed, has that ebbed? That will also form a bigger factor in the elections in Jharkhand. That said, I think that nationally the picture, if these exit polls hold true, big fillip to the BJP. BJP wins one or both these states. Coming ahead of the parliament session, which begins on Monday, big legislations like the Waqf Amendment Bill, the One Nation, One Poll, all these legislation are expected to come to parliament. If BJP wins one, Maharashtra and even Jharkhand for that matter, if it wins, it will have a huge leg up in the parliament beginning next week. And we saw after, the earlier Lok Sabha results, when the parliament session had happened, we saw leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi got this position, opposition got this LOP position for the first time after, a very long time, after nearly 10 years. Will that we saw the swagger in the opposition, rank and file, Rahul Gandhi challenging the Prime Minister in Parliament. But if the BJP after Haryana also manages to win Maharashtra and Jharkhand, it will obviously be a huge morale booster for the NDA camp and could also lead to significant splintering, I feel, of the opposition camp, the INDIA alliance camp, because already we see Mamata Banerjee is not a part of the alliance anymore. And if this election from the Lok Sabha, when the Maha Vikas Aghadi had a big success in the Lok Sabha in Maharashtra, if they now squander that advantage in the assembly election, it would be a big blow. Similarly, if the Maha Vikas Aghadi is able to win Maharashtra, I feel it's a big boost to the INDI morale and mood in parliament, because this would be a big comeback after the Haryana loss, and a big state, second biggest state after UP, 48 Lok Sabha seats, 288 assembly seats. If the Maha Vikas Aghadi is able to snatch back power from the NDA in Maharashtra, it could be a big boost to, and driven by, and BJP also is a bit wary of Sharad Pawar factor in Maharashtra, because it feels Sharad Pawar is the strongest pillar in the Maha Vikas Aghadi camp, but BJP feels Uddhav Thackeray and Congress is not going to do that well. Well, that will only know on 23rd once the real results come in. The exit polls so far seem to indicate that BJP may be the single largest party with around 100 seats, and Eknath Shinde could be around 40 to 50 seats, and so Ajit Pawar getting about 20 seats, 25 seats, and the Maha Vikas Aghadi crossing the majority mark. But even on the Mahayuti crossing majority mark, but on the Maha Vikas Aghadi side also, there are similar calculations that they will get at least 150, 160 seats. So Maharashtra, as I said, a very tough call. Another point I wanted to make about the OBC consolidation. If BJP is able to win Vidarbha, if the Mahayuti is able to win Maharashtra, that means it has achieved an OBC consolidation with this very popular slogan of the Prime Minister, Ek hai to safe hai. Earlier it was Katenge to Batenge, then a positive spin to that slogan. The dominating slogan in Maharashtra would have then changed from Samvidhan Khatre mein hai to Ek hai to safe hai. BJP running this campaign to get the OBC vote back, which had splintered away in the Lok Sabha elections, also trying to get a portion of the Dalit vote bank, especially the Ambedkarite Buddhist vote, which had moved in a big way, the Mahar vote it's called, had moved in a big way to the Maha Vikas Aghadi. BJP is trying to get that back in this election. Clearly, it's anybody's guess who's going to win, but we'll wait for the real results on the 23rd. But the national implication of the Maharashtra and the Jharkhand result will be very big. It will depend on what factors ultimately play out in these elections. But for the BJP, it is extremely important to win Maharashtra. This is a state it wants to hold on at any cost, because this is a big state, it's the financial capital of the country, and that is why I think the BJP looks very confident about Maharashtra as well as Jharkhand. But we'll have to wait for November the 23rd to know Bazi Ant mein kisne mari. And as I said, the Pennsylvania in both these states, Vidarbha and Santhal Pargana, whoever wins these particular regions, whoever wins these regions has the best chance to form the government in Maharashtra and Jharkhand respectively.